Morning, everybody. Having a few minor issues here. I had to reset my countdown timer because I needed some extra time. Because yikes. Hang on a second. There we go. So there was a problem this morning with the server that I'm in. There was yet another mod update last night, and we didn't learn about it till this morning. So Pilot Bro got on it, and now I'm in. So for those of you who might want to have an opportunity to show up in the live stream as you drive by or follow me or get in front of me or whatever, I am on the VTC ATS open server. So let's see. Let me look at the chat here. I'm a little bit behind. Let's see. Lurch, welcome. Lurch is not in the voice chat today. He is feeling a little hoarse. So he's not lost his voice, but he's struggling with it. So anyway, so let me acknowledge everyone who's here early. Lurch is actually here early because he is in the audience today. Mickey, how you doing? Welcome. Vigner, sorry for misspelling your name yesterday. It was late. Nicholas, I keep meaning to message you about hopping into the farm with us. We got that new open server. Broken, welcome. Rick Rashid. No, I was not farming late last night. I did not do that because I was already tired. So even though I went to bed earlier than normal, it was still relatively late for me because I was tired. Yeah, so let's see here. A really good, yeah, I may need that framing hammer to fix my timer. My timer may need extra coffee. Let's see who else we got. Our new puppy found a like in the backyard. Yeah, crazy clock. It's a great countdown timer thing, but every once in a while, if I have to reset it, it doesn't work right. Yes, buy Boomer more coffees. Me likey. It's like this countdown clock does not. Oh, them too, huh? Still, it's not just me. Morning, Troken, Thor. Good evening to Thor. Still morning for me. Adam, welcome. JC Drives. Solar, maybe. I won't be able to read the chat while I'm driving, but I'm going to do a lot of talking in the beginning, so might not hurt if you hopped in. Clive Hughes, welcome. Ryan. Your run didn't count last night? Huh. Interesting. Let's see. Oh. Adam, Discord. I saw that you got in, but you may not be fully in. Let me check, because I saw an Adam join yesterday, but I think you may not have done all the things you needed to do. Let me back up here. Is it Adam and the boys 10? Right. You're not actually in. You joined, but you're not in. So you still need to read and accept the rules in the rules channel. Not just the little thing that pops up while you're getting into the server. You actually have to go to the rules channel. Click and accept, or read the rules, and then click the green checkbox at the bottom that you have read and acknowledge the rules for the server, and then you'll get your first roll. Once you get your first roll, you'll actually be in. But then there's more stuff to do. So we'll cross that bridge one thing at a time. So come on in, and we'll get you hooked up. There's Solar. Can I hear you?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, let me dial you back up a little bit because it's going to get noisy when I get in my truck.
No problem.
Okay. Boomer, you're forgiven because I've been hearing my name wrong countless times over the past 20 years because I'm a swimmer. I'm not sure what being a swimmer has to do with anything, but hey, Diane. But yeah, people can't pronounce things, including me. Hey, Green Blocks, welcome. All right, so how many peeps we got in here? We got 19. So we're going to do something a little bit different. Well, not a little bit different. We're going to do something. I'm going to introduce a new challenge today. That's not different. I've done other challenges. Trucker King has put challenges before the VTC members. This is for the VTC. Well, it's for anyone who wants to drive, but only VTC members will be eligible for the prizes. So, but anybody can do this challenge. So let me tell you a little bit what it is. We are going. You remember last month when I did that 3-state challenge from Arizona to California to Nevada and back to Arizona? Well, this is going to be like that, but on steroids. So what we're going to do, and I wish that I had the, I guess I could. Let's see if I can. One moment. By the way, I am calling this the ATS challenge. Oh, ATS All States Challenge for May. So let me pull this up. I don't need all this. So the ATS All States Challenge for May is going to involve delivering a load to all of the states that we currently have DLCs for in alphabetical order. So we will start in Arizona, then go to California, then Colorado, then Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Washington, Wyoming, in that order. And what you want to do is rack up the most number of miles in the process. But there's a caveat. Only the loads that go from the first state or from one state in the list to the next state in the list, only the one that crosses the state line into that other state counts. So if you go from Kingman, Arizona, and now let me switch back to the map. So if you go from Kingman, Arizona to Barstow, however far that is, that's the miles you get for that leg of the journey. So there's 12 legs. So you really want to find something from the east side of Arizona going to somewhere in California, and ideally, and it's hard to find, something from southeast Arizona up here to Northern California. But you have to think about it, because then the next thing you're going to do is to go from California to Colorado. And ideally, you would go all the way to eastern Colorado. So anywhere like Denver, Fort Collins, Pueblo, Colorado Springs, but maybe Burlington or Lamar would be the better place to go, because you're trying to get the most miles. And then from Colorado to Idaho here. So let's see if anybody has any questions. Hey, DeBucks, Ducky, truckers and teleporters and time travelers. Yes, Nicholas, this challenge will take some time, but you got all month to do it. You got until the end of the month to complete it. So not quite 4 weeks. And some folks can do this in a week. Some of you retired folks that like to drive can get this done in under a week. For most of us, it's going to take the whole month, because it's not just about, you know, let me run from Tucson to San Francisco and then San Francisco over to Denver. I mean, you can do that, but you really want to spend some time to find the longest loads. Now, let me go back to my list here, or my notes. So you must deliver a load to each state in the list while racking up as many miles as possible along the way. A load with even one race mile voids all the miles for that load, that leg. You have to start that leg again. So if you're driving from Tucson to Fresno and you get race miles, you got to go back to Arizona and find another load to California, because that's not going to count. The list of states must be completed in sequence, and it's alphabetical. Only the miles associated with a load to the next state in the list count. So let's say we go from, because I'll explain this a little bit more detail later. Let's say we go from Tucson to Fresno, and the best load we can find from California to Colorado is in San Francisco. Let's just say the best load, meaning the most miles. That's the qualification for the best load. Whether it is or not is up to you. if that's the best one. So we go to Fresno, but our best load is in San Francisco. So if you want, you could grab a load out of Fresno to San Francisco if there is one, to go get that load to Colorado. However, that load from Fresno to San Francisco won't count. Not until you grab the load out of San Francisco to Colorado. Once you deliver that load to Colorado, it counts. Also, you cannot take a load from one state to another state that's not next. Like you can't go from California to Nevada to find a load to Colorado. That doesn't work. You have to go from California to Colorado, from Colorado to Idaho, etc. Let's see. How much distance needs to be covered for each load? There's no minimum. You're trying to shoot for the maximum. And I'll get into some examples of how you accomplish this shortly. We don't use the dispatcher system, Ducky. But also the answer is no, because we're not using it. Hey, Matthew, welcome. So once you deliver, as I said, once you deliver into a state, like we went from Arizona to Tucson to Fresno, however you move around in the state looking for that next load to Colorado, none of that counts. So you can either take a load from Fresno to San Francisco, or if you find your best load in San Francisco to go to Colorado, you can do quick travel if you want. It won't penalize you at all. So however you get to that next load is up to you. But miles getting to that next load won't count. Nicholas, that's a great idea. Maybe we will. By the way, no, I think next month we'll do Euro Truck Simulator. But by the way, I did want to shout out to Bedrock. This was his idea. He suggested, I forget if it was this exactly or some variation of this, but this was his idea. And that's why I did that short version of it last month. Wanted to give everybody a feel for it. We're just trying to go from state to state to state, racking up as many miles as possible. Nah, I don't know about that, Ducky. I actually have some ways of expanding on this challenge in future months already, which are even more complicated. I like to overcomplicate things. So we will have a sign up thing in the Discord. All you have to do is check a check mark to say, yes, I'm going to perform or conduct the challenge. And I'm going to add you to my spreadsheet. And then as you do loads, or as you complete them, you can, I guess, drop a message somewhere to say, oh, I've done Arizona to California, or I've done California to Colorado. And then I'll actually go to your logbook, review your load, make sure it qualifies, and then I'll add it to your total. I'll add your recorded miles to your total. Omega Trucking Replays, thank you for the super sticker. So the next thing, let's see. I guess there is no next thing. Let me just look and make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah. Why do this? Well, it's fun, for one thing. But second is the VTC ATS driver who logs the most real miles driving, in other words, completing this, will win a choice of a BTT mug or a hat, whichever mug you want or whichever hat you want that's in the merch store. and a one-on-one convoy with me on a live stream, or recorded if necessary. Second place winner will win whichever the hat or the mug that the first place winner didn't choose. One of the prizes is being provided by Bedrock, since this was his idea, and the other prize will be provided by myself. Well, also plus the convoy. All right. So, as I said, you have to announce your intent to participate by clicking on the green check mark associated with the announcement message in the VTC announcements channel. I have not yet posted that. So we'll go through after this live stream. I'll create that announcement. What's that?
Every time I do something, update something, fucking on my output device right here, it
Solar?
always resets to just on default
Solar?
because I'm using this because I have no.
Okay, he obviously doesn't hear me. So that's it. So let me show you how it works. Hold on, let me check and see if Solar's back with us.
Oh, I don't know.
Solar?
Yep, sorry.
You were not muted.
I just didn't update it. Messed up Discord.
What does that mean?
NVIDIA update.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. That was
okay.
That was a problem.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so I am going to start by getting back into the game. Now, currently I'm in New Mexico because that's where we left off from yesterday's live stream. Let's see. Thor, that is the mod that was just updated, so make sure yours is updated. It was updated last night, my time.
Which one?
I'm just catching up on chat. JJ Man, welcome. I haven't seen you in a bit. Yep. Thor, check and make sure that Bright Lights is updated on your computer. Mine was already updated because I rebooted my system and I couldn't get in, so Pilot had to update that mod on the server. So the one on the server is the most recent version. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I need to get to Arizona to start this challenge. But before I jump somewhere in Arizona, I want to find a load to California that makes sense. So I'm not going to use external market because that only works from whatever city you're in. So I'm going to take the cargo market. And oh, by the way, it doesn't matter what trailer you use. I didn't mean to do that. It doesn't matter what trailer you use. That's up to you. But I can tell you that either a reefer or what I'm using, the sliding tarp flatbed, will give you the most load options, or tends to. So use whichever trailer you want. It doesn't matter. So from the cargo market, I'm just going to start looking at cities. I'll start in San Simon, and I'm looking for something going to California. Here's one to Huron. Oxnard is 620, and Huron is 786. But here's where you have to, I hate this term, put your thinking cap on. because you have to keep in mind that the next place you're going is Colorado. So can I get a good load out of Huron, long load out of Huron going to Colorado? Or can I get a longer load coming out of Oxnard to Colorado? So how far is it from Oxnard to Colorado? Just got to take a peek and see what are the options. Like, I have no idea how far it is. Durango, that's not far enough. Plus,
isn't there something else you might have to look at, Boomer? Is the time the offer expires? Because if you quick travel, that time goes by.
does it? I didn't know that. There's another thing to keep in mind. That load may expire. I had no idea that it would do that. Okay, I don't see any loads out of Oxnard to eastern Colorado. So let's look at Huron. Huron. Nothing to Colorado out of there. How about Fresno? And by the way, if I decide to go to Huron, I could always deadhead or quick travel to another city. Well, here's one to Grand Junction. That's still in western Colorado. Hopefully you get the idea of what you have to do to try and find the load with the longest miles. So I'm going back here to find me a load to California. So I got Oxnard 620 and Huron for 786. What about Sierra Vista? Nogales? That's not very far. San Diego. Yeah, we're not going to find anything out of there. How about Tucson? There's one to San Francisco. 862 miles. So you can essentially find a load. Ooh, there's one to Eureka. 1,113. Wow. And by the way, this is not too different from the way that I used to book loads for myself when I was an actual over-the-road truck driver. If I had a load going to, say, Nashville, I might have to drive one or 200 miles to get the next best load. My criteria for best load was different then. It wasn't just distance; there were other factors. But deadheading from a delivery location to the next pickup location is a common thing. And I have actually, the longest deadhead that I recall ever making was from Denver, Colorado to like Liberal. I think it was Liberal, Kansas, or Abilene. I think it was Liberal, Kansas. 400 miles, deadhead, empty trailer, all that way. And that wasn't me making that decision. I was being dispatched at the time by the company. So sometimes you got to make long deadheads. All right, so I will. I guess let's see how much time we got on this load. 9 hours 26 minutes is when the offer expires. It has to be there Thursday. All right, let's see if we got any questions. All right, Casey, we'll see you later. Can I mute in the Discord? Of course you can, but I'm not sure the context of your question. JJ, man, absolutely. You can participate in the voice chat rooms in the Discord. Just keep in mind the Discord rules. No foul language. Keep it PG-13 and keep it in context. Try not to go into the ATS area and talk about ETS or farm sim or racing games. We have many voice chat rooms and they're organized by game. What Pilot said. I always forget. Pilot's on top of things. I'm going to book this load. It is coming out of Tucson at the BTT place. A load of sugar. 41,836 pounds. So, what was it you said, Solar? That when you quick travel, let's test that theory, at least on the server. And while that's happening, let me do some shout outs, lest I forget, as I often do. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog, 3436, our top ATS driver for January. Knee High Sniper, Isabella Hagloff. Bro 39 is in the house. Lurch, I think, is in the house. Bedrock is out of town. Our top ATS driver for February. Nicholas is in the house. Also Norwegian trucker Nicholas. Omega Trucking Replays, our top ATS driver for April, is on his way to work. Trucker King is not here yet. Do I have to use your own trailer or can you use freight? Dave, that's up to you. The goal is to rack up the most number of miles. Whichever trailer you use is up to you. One of yours, a shipper provided one, it's up to you. Trucker King 2010, Susan Arthur.
Nope.
Silent Dilemma. Big Al 2424, Farming Sin, Solar Kraken 68's in the Discord. G Meister, Lobo 1G. All right, let's get rolling. Where are we? I already did some repairs. So let's see. Where do we need to go? I'm guessing it's right down the street. Yep. Down the street and around the corner. Really? Oh no. My head tracker's not working. I tested everything. And now I just shut it down. Not a good morning. It's working. It was working. It's not going to work in the game because it won't work in the game if you don't have it running before you start the game. Now I got to shut. Somebody's in here. 4. But I got to bail. I got to shut the game down and restart. It's not even Sunday. And I'm just referencing all the issues we have on Sundays. We will, JJ, man. As DeBuck said. I was not paused. If that was. Oh, yeah. I was in the server, so all the time was tied to the server. So let me check. Make sure this is all working. Hey, Big Al. Yeah, had some issues. Okay, head tracker is working. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm right where I was. Now I need to get back into the convoy server. I know Thor is in there. Looks like Ducky's headed there. I got my eye on you, Ducky. Yep, just wouldn't be a Sunday fun day without these kind of problems, except it's Saturday. Well, maybe we won't have all these problems tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, we've got a live stream convoy tomorrow. One of DeBuck's, I don't see it up there. Discord convoys, Sunday Fun Day convoys. Tonight, I will be hosting a one-on-one convoy with Ducky. Here comes the duck, the rubber duck. That will be in Euro Truck Simulator. And we'll also be holding some drawings for prize awards from last month's challenge. And last month's challenge was the 1 million mile challenge, and we did 1.1 million miles last month. So we'll be giving away some gift cards to a randomly selected participant who met the minimum miles, which was 10,000 miles. So I'll finish doing some more shout outs while we're processing mods. Cody Old, JJ Man 1982 is with us today. That's good. The Troken, the challenge is not yet on Discord. I will be posting it after the live stream. Nick, different Nick. Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro Truck Simulator driver for January and April. And I think he's in this Discord server, or I'm sorry, this ATS server. Carlin, the drive-in gamer, is here. David H74. Hey, Mike. Ipswich. Matthew Roth is in the house. Willie Thornton. Sanjay. G-Dog. RD04. Dave is in the house. Our top ATS driver for March. Hamza Kin. Talk about it. MKA Transportation. Boomister. Mike Kildare just got here. Jason Kempthorne. Broken is here. Hey there, Farm and Sins. Marcus Randolph, Luke Rossi, Peter Evans, Justin Burns, Farlander, Lee Jenkins. Oh, ready to go. Yeah, I'm back in. Who else is in here? Ducky Solar's in here. What happened to Thor?
He was in here. I saw his name.
Wait, there he is on the map. How is he on the map but not in the list? Now he's in the list. Oh, he's taking a load of sugar to Santa Maria. All right, let's see if my load is still there. And it's raining. Well, that fits the mood.
Turn right.
Hey, is it fair to hijack the same load that other people are doing?
You can grab it.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Well, Adam, all the vanilla trucks in ATS are long nose trucks. They don't have any vanilla cab overs. All the cab overs are mod trucks, which we're not using any of them right now. But if you're not too good at driving, get a day cab. It's the shortest wheelbase that you can get.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Which I actually practiced in real life the other day when I
You have
drove a
arrived at
day
your
cab.
destination.
All right, let's see if my load is here. It is not. Nope. Lost it. The time change. The only one is now to Bakersfield. So let's look at what else is available in Tucson going to California. Okay. That looks like Thor. Yep. I'll get out of your way. All right, let's look for a load. Well, might as well check the oops, not that. Yes, external market, my bad. Unable to connect to World of Trucks. What? That was weird. Never seen that before. All right, let's see what kind of loads we have on World of Trucks going to California. Barstow. That appears to be it. Oh, Carlsbad. That's not very good. LA. Well, shoot. All right, back to the cargo market. Looking at Tucson. If you ever watch any of my real life trucking vlog videos and I talk about, yeah, I worked on booking some loads last night. This is what I would spend that time doing, is going into the load board and looking for loads that made sense. It really does take a while. Santa Maria, California. That's actually a good one because it's a bit out of the way and adds more miles as you're headed for Colorado. But let's see what else we got. That is going to be it. So let's go to Santa Maria. Picking this up at Lennar. You coming in here?
Yep.
Go ahead and come in and check in because I need to swing right when I come out.
You're getting used to driving at 13 speed. A little more shifting than an 18.
Where's your custom skin?
I don't have it for this truck.
Oh.
Where'd it go?
Did you lose yours too?
Apparently so. Oh, that's weird. I know I picked up the same one that somebody else is doing, but apparently it disappeared. Boy. I have to look. Let me get out of your way real quick so you can get out. I don't see your skin. Your truck's just white to me.
Yep. You got to have the mod in for the custom skin mod.
Turn right.
Are those optional?
Yes.
Because when I joined the server, it got all the normal boomer.
Yeah, if the server has to rearrange anything, it'll kick out all your optionals. Sometimes you have to get out and back in a second time.
That's weird. Oh, wait a minute. I'm dumb. I forgot. I just had to back up to pick it up and start racing like this. Oh, come on. I forget when you do that way. It's already selected. I don't have to. Yeah.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Get ready to
I see Ducky.
right. Turn right. Finding new route.
Oh, I missed my turn. Again?
Are you driving like I do, Boomer?
Get ready to turn.
I was paying attention to Ducky.
Turn
Hey.
left. Rerouting.
It's my turn or I picked the wrong turn.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I've never done this in real life before. In the dark.
You never picked a load up in the dark?
No, I'm talking about doing what I'm doing in the dark. Turning around in a customer's yard. Parking lot.
Recomputing. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
There's Ducky again.
Turn right.
Thor says he's taking a tea break.
To get that T going before you start driving.
Lennar going to Santa Maria. Well, we're off to a pretty shaky start. But now we've got the load. Let's see. Oh, I'm behind. Thomas, welcome. Say, aren't you supposed to be reading moderate chat messages to me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got, let's see, power, how about short slipper? I tried to go to the open server with no one on. It is telling me I need to host the server. That's not how that works, Ryan, but that's okay. We'll get you squared away. Just ask for help in the Discord. Thomas, good Nabend. So Ryan, okay, I'm not gonna be able to help you from here. Avnish, JJ, man, I finally saw the other day that the long train mod is working. I like it. It seems more real. I like it too. I'm not using it in this profile because I'm on the server. I'm in multiplayer, but on my solo profile, I use the long train mod and I like it, except when I get stuck at a train crossing.
Is that a mod where you use like the Australian train?
No.
3 or 4 trailers?
No, a train.
Oh.
Choo-choo train.
Oh, okay, that kind of train.
Thomas Berger, Danka, for the best tracker. Healing Dunk, Thomas.
Diane, the mods update, that's kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes they update themselves, other times you have to go do it.
Okay, let's see. Maybe the trailer should have bright reversing lights. I agree, Adam, but none of them do that I'm aware of. I wish they did. That would help a lot, but in real life they do not. That was an easy pick. That was an easy pickup location. Yes, it was. Once I sorted it out. Diane, the mods will update. Steam will update the mods. And sometimes you have to force it to update. All right, back into the truck. I'm going to get rolling. Because we are way behind. We are an hour into this, and I haven't even got out of Tucson yet.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right.
Ooh, anybody else got out of town yet?
Nope. I got the truck books client update and everything. I had to make up for last night.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Did you have your own trailer when you were owner-operator? Boomer?
I did not. I used the trailers with Schneider, who I was signed on with. I was what's known as a power-only operator, meaning I had a truck and I hauled other people's trailers.
Keep left.
That was how Schneider functioned, and several other companies do that as well. One time, the trailer that I pulled was for Target, a retail giant Target, because that's what Schneider had contracted to do for them. That was actually kind of neat. It was an empty trailer I hauled from Phoenix all the way to Fort Worth, Texas. 1,000 miles of an empty trailer. I got the best fuel mileage ever.
Go straight.
Oh, I just noticed you're ahead of me. Which is fine. I thought you were still in town.
Keep left.
Oh, this, I don't even see you. I assume you got paid even though you were empty. Yeah, they paid you for the trailer.
Yep. No, they paid me to haul a trailer.
That.
getting daylight.
So in real life, over the road boomer, over most American highways, how much float did you actually have in your truck? You know, like the average show in the game, how much your truck kind of floats around.
How much what?
How much floating? You know, like the new addition that they did, how the cab kind of floats around a little bit on the road.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because you got air ride suspension, so you're following the contours of the road.
I mean, is it like a little more dramatic in the game over real life, or?
Maybe it depends on how you have your sliders set. I dialed mine back because it was too much. You know, the I don't know what they call it, the random road conditions thing. I dialed that back to about a third because halfway was not as realistic as I felt that it ought to be.
A little too much.
So I've got it set at, I think, 1/3, and this seems fairly realistic. I mean, you could go back to 25% probably.
Could most of the weight inside the trailer be over the back rear axles of the truck?
No.
Should be distributed evenly.
It should be distributed as much as possible, distributed evenly between the trailer and truck axles. Got some slow traffic in that right lane.
Yeah, but that's why I slowed down and give you room.
Keep left.
Of course, I think a lot of the weight distribution on the trailer is also being on the load, and the trailer you're also hauling as well.
Yeah, you don't always have a lot of control over how the load is distributed, especially as a company driver. You can picking up preloaded trailers, but if it's way out of whack, you can get them to rework it.
Have a 12 pass on hand. I say important, but handy. Yeah, you got a pike pass, it definitely saves a lot of time. You can just drive right through. You don't have to stop, count money. For a truck driver, then you get every minute that you can be on the road driving. Something that's not known because it's never issued anywhere, but in both games, ETS and ATS, you do automatically have a pike pass in the truck. So you can just reach right through the toll booth. That's needed more in ETS. There's not too many toll roads here. ATS.
Nope. Not too many.
Avoid France and ETS, and you don't have to worry about toll rolls too much either.
Ooh.
What the?
Well, that was very nearly a disaster.
Yeah, it was. Oh, you're doing Swifty counts now, are you, Boomer?
Yep. I almost had to increment one.
Yeah, you and me both.
Hey, we got Lobo 1G and Troken in here. welcome, fellas. Well, I'm moving at a nice clip, but we're gonna have to slow down shortly after we cross into California.
Yeah.
Go straight.
Is that just your personal Swifties, Boomer, or is that any Swifties you happen to catch with anybody else as well?
That's for me.
Do you have a favorite highway to get into California?
My favorite highway would go nowhere near California, but I guess
Yeah.
I-5 because from Oregon, because it's so scenic up in Northern California.
Yeah. We almost say that as far as truck drivers go, most will probably say it's the one that really gets them out of California the quickest.
Yeah.
Like, I talked to a truck driver the other day. He's one of the guys that delivers cars to our auction. And I was talking to him. He's like, I asked him about going to California. He's like, nope, not gonna happen.
Low traffic. I should have passed that guy when I had a chance.
Adam says his favorite highway is New Jersey is the I-95, I-78.
Yeah, I try to avoid 95 on the East Coast. It's just crazy. 78 I liked, except for trying to think, was it not Reading, but anyway, there's areas there on 78 that are just, the road was just horrendous. There's so much truck traffic on that highway that it just tears up the road, especially, you know, after a cold winter. Yeah, that I-78 can really beat up your vehicle.
Sounds like half the roads here, no gone. Gotta get over slow traffic.
Vigner, I would say it's kind of tough. I like all the east-west interstates. I like 40 because it cuts across the middle of the country from Barstow, California, all the way to eastern North Carolina. I like I-10 because it cuts through some very scenic Texas countryside. I like 80 a lot. I like driving through Nebraska, Iowa on Interstate 80. I like 90 and 94 because it goes through the Dakotas. I just drove through somebody's trailer.
Yeah, that's not me.
No, it wasn't your trailer. It was a BTT trailer.
Yeah, hey, our trailer maybe.
Might have been Thor's. I mean, it was a visual artifact. I almost hit the brakes, but it was too. It would not have been pretty. So I just drove right through it.
Yeah, Thor's actually ahead of us, but
right. That's why I thought it might be a visual artifact of his.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the east-west freeways, it also depended on the time of year. In the winter time, I would want to keep on I-40 and I-10 or I-20. And in the summertime, I'd like to be north, I-80, I-70, I-80, I-90.
Did you ever get to drive Route 66, Andy? I don't know if they allow big trucks on that or not.
Well, Interstate 40 mostly replaced Route 66.
Yeah.
there is a section in Arizona that was the original Route 66 that's now Arizona Highway 66, and it's modeled in the game.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't think I ever went on that in a truck, but I have driven on in a car.
Kind of lucky here because little parts of it go right just north of the city, Oklahoma City here. And it's like a couple miles north of the city. So there's a couple of sites here along it that we can go to. What is it?
Adam, I don't know that there's an interstate I don't like driving on, but there are parts of many interstates that I don't like driving on. A lot of 95 I don't like driving on because it gets into very congested areas. In Virginia, between Virginia and Massachusetts, I don't care for 95. I-5. I don't like I-5 where it goes through the Los Angeles County.
I was getting ready to say there's probably some strips along California that are a nightmare.
I don't know why I thought I was getting off there. It's the next one.
See Thor up there.
Signer, I agree with you. It would be nice to see an update for the LA basin. It's kind of close, but not close enough.
Yeah, I was gonna try and read that, but we got to all that exchange right there. I didn't want to wreck trying to read that.
Keep left.
Wow.
Keep left. Keep left.
We got to do this. Check out that view. Check out that train. It's a maglev train.
Oh, it sure is, isn't it? Wow. That's funny.
I've never seen that before.
US Highway 101. I think this is the I-5 part, isn't it?
No, this is the 101.
Oh,
This is
101.
Coast Highway.
I am not a truck driver, so I don't know where I'm at. I just follow the red line.
I only went this way a couple of times in my truck driving career.
You done look too bad. You gotta slow down up ahead.
Yeah, we done caught up to Thor. I think that's Thor. Yep.
Yeah, it's the... being in a muscle car, but yet driving the speed limit.
Oh, it's my exit.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Ah. Got so busy sightseeing, I lost track of where I was going.
Jay's just asking if you're still driving locally.
Nope. No, I think I'm done.
When's the last time they called you?
Sometime last fall. I've since heard that the company was bought out by a larger company, or at least that
Oh, yeah.
division of that company.
Get ready to turn right. Turn
What's that?
Gunner's complimenting your skin on your truck.
He's complimenting Thor's. Thor's driving a W900,
Oh, what are you driving?
T680.
Oh, okay. I just saw you were in a Kenworth. I didn't know what truck it was.
keep left.
We rolled Thor's out,
Turn left.
new skin out yesterday, or debuted it, I guess I should say.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
I'm gonna pull on past you, Thor. My spot's a little farther down. All right, let's make this delivery. Are you coming here?
Yep, I had to go right where Thor was at.
Oh, well, go ahead then. I'll just sit here while I catch up on shoutouts and chat. JJ, man, another truck I would like to see on the game is the Freightliner Coronada. Interesting.
Coronado? I need to look that up, see what that truck even looks like.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not positive. How Thor set up his reverse is not the same way as I do it. If you want to see my reverse skills, then I can record my reverse and post it on my YouTube channel so anyone in the VTC can see it. Sure, but the way that he did it is the correct way. Well, actually, I did a video on that. For this type of thing, and what Solar just did is the correct way. So, Green Blocks, Picard Gaming, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming, James Gipe, Truck Gamer 43, Bjarn Vidar Itri, What the Fox Says Zero, Avnish Awashti is here, Day and B, Robert Quilter. Let me actually get out of here and look. AWR 1050, Cameron Goss, JC Drives, Lurch Games, Chris T, Rick Rashid was here earlier, maybe he still is. Chasmified. Let me actually go check and see what we got here today. Robert Alexander, Humor Musical Light, Bruce A, Lud, Devastator 1942, OD, Edgarus Livestream I think is here, Alvin Carrillo, Matthew Bright, Uladrock, Newsass, General Chaos, Well, Adam, those trucks are in the game. At least the 389 is. I don't know about the 387. Jason Putman. Well, they might be also be mods. Diego Vargas, Tazzy 291, Ron Stoffel, Doom 3, Outback Jack, Jennifer Roth, RD Maynard 57. Thor has got himself a load to Fort Collins. That's actually a pretty good load. Let me ask you, Thor, how far is it? How far is it? K. Blake Wee, Charles Payne, SPK Gaming, Dustin Simbro, Wolf Gaming, Trucking for Life, Elliot Hallisey, John the Bricklayer, Luis Aquino, Rogerio Souza, Limitless Sam, Dan, Mr. Clouds 8, High Life Transport Gaming, DD, Clive Hughes, Cecil Simulations, Zynor, Reaper of Souls, 894, Daryl, Victor, Vigner. I just like the look of the old model. Maybe it looks just like the new one. I don't know. 1,247. See, now that's a good load. Furious Dragon 2356, VRCQX, Paul Lansford. Yeah, I would think that that is a very good load. Let me take a look and see what I find on the load board off the World of Trucks. Start at the far end and go back to what the longest one is. Not having any luck on World of Trucks, so I will go to Cargo Market from Santa Maria. Wow. I'm finding almost nothing. Out of here.
Thanks, Thor. I just hijacked Thor's load as well.
So let me start taking a look at other places. Here's one to Sterling. 1,250. See, now that's what I would do. If I didn't have one out of where I am, then I'll start looking out of other places. Not finding anything out of Bakersfield that fits the criteria. I think I already did Fresno. What about Huron? Oh, Huron is where it was. Right. Fresno.
Nope.
Fresno to Sterling. They're not quite as far. Wait, 1262? Really? Huron to Sterling. 1250. So Fresno is actually farther. It is. Interesting. Okay, let me do some more shout outs here. Cart, David Harris, Stiggy Stigs 122, Dark Storm, Trucking Kid, John Otter, Aaron Edwards, Keith Searcy, James Brandt, Northside Music, Faza Rupiras. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Faza Rupiras. Ultimate GMZ, Hamza Kin, Lee01 Mister, Mickey is in the house. Ronald Felder, CNTNKS, and Gamer JP82. Ryan, what happened? Whoa,
I kicked him out of the server.
you kicked him out?
Not wouldn't be in this server.
I don't see you in here at the moment, Ryan. I doubt somebody would have kicked you out. It does happen from time to time that you get booted from the server. That's usually a Pilot could explain it better.
A connection error.
And Adam, what is the key thing to look for when looking for a load? For this challenge, the key thing is to look for a load that has the most miles to the place you're trying to get to. And in the example I was using just a moment ago, from from Fresno to Sterling, I'm trying to rack up the most miles, so 1262. But I got to get to Fresno. So I am going to book this load, but I'm not going to run this load right now. So what I have to do now, ooh, do I need fuel? Well, so I have two choices now. I can either drive the 216 miles to get to Fresno or wherever this load picks up, or I can quick travel to Fresno, and that's where drive is, by the way. And also, I forgot to look. This offer expires in 8 hours. So let's see if it's still available when I get there. I'm going to quick travel. You can do this. Look at all the peeps in here. Yeah, Ryan, come on back in. And get a little repair work done while we're here. Not too bad. Now we're in Fresno, and we have to travel 64 miles to go get this load at DFA. So I do need to get fuel. That's out of place. Let me just get the load first, and I'll worry about fuel later. It's raining. Ryan, it looks like you got back in.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
And yeah, I know I could have taken that next road over and to get fuel, but I really want to get to the place to see if I can get the load. I got plenty of fuel to do this. Yeah, Dan, that's what I'm going to do when I get there. Make sure it's still available. Because I kind of have a concern that it might not be. It appears that Ryan got booted from the server, but I think he's back in now. And I think that just happens. Or, I don't know. Can it happen because of latency?
Go straight. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Go straight.
All right, we're coming up on the shipper.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
We have arrived. Let's see if it's still here. It is still here. All right, I'll take the job. And we'll get the load. Wrong button. Cargo has been loaded. So, look at all the drivers driving around. So this load has 1,264 miles to go to get to Sterling, Colorado. That's going to be a good run. So for this challenge, now I've already done the first leg, Arizona to California. I've found and booked a load and got the load going from California to eastern Colorado. Now, the only thing that would be better as far as leaving Colorado to go to Idaho would be to find a load out of Lamar, because it's would add a little bit of distance, going up to northern Idaho if possible. So that's how this all works, and it should be an interesting challenge for everyone. I am going to end the stream here. In fact, let me just double check. I wanted to check Ryan's latency. It's very good, actually. Ryan, your latency is like 40 milliseconds, so that's good. The worst latency on here is Ducky, but he's in Europe, so that's not a surprise. Yeah, JJ, man, I was concerned that this load was going to be expired when I got to it. That was the concern when you do a quick travel. I didn't know that. I never really gave it any thought. I never looked to see if time still passes when you do a quick travel. Like, it looked like 2 hours had passed from the time that I booked the load until the time I picked it up. And that's about how long it would take roughly to make that drive from Santa Maria to where I picked this up at. Looks like Ducky is here. Ducky, are you getting my load? Ducky, nope. He's got something out of Santa Cruz going to Alamosa. I forget where Alamosa is. Where's Alamosa, Colorado? There it is, right there. South Central Colorado. That's actually a good placement. So when he gets, if he can get a load out of here going up to Idaho, that'll be good long distance. All right. That's going to do it for me today. I need a break. We'll be back later on at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be about 3 a.m. for Ducky. And we're going to do our one-on-one convoy at that time in Euro Truck Simulator. I'll post a notification for that in a little bit. As far as this challenge goes, I will post up the information in the VTC announcements channel and sometime in the next hour because I need a break. We'll go from there. Let's see. The wrong button can happen to anyone. It happened to me yesterday evening when I was delivering a load, but I hit M key instead of enter. Yeah, actually, when I was trying to avoid that accident earlier and I was looking for the right button to press to hit the horn, I actually hit the brake. I locked up my brakes momentarily. I got them released, but yeah, I hit the wrong button a lot. So thanks everyone for being here, and we will hopefully not have any glitches later. That's it. Thanks for the super stickers, super chats, and tips. I don't think there was any coffees today because I didn't jump. And we will be back here in a few hours. Yeah.